Good morning, Sam Tenpenny with Tri-State Livestock News, the Fence Post, and Farmer and Rancher Exchange with your Thursday morning headlines concerning fair cattle markets. According to AgWeb, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration has extended a 50-state emergency declaration offering regulatory relief for drivers who are hauling certain supplies during COVID-19 through February 28th of 2022. The hours of service rule limits truckers to 11 hours of driving time and 14 consecutive hours of on-duty time in any 24-hour period and requires prescribed rest periods for drivers. Prompted to ensure that producers could continue transporting live cattle and hogs at the onset of COVID-19 back in March of 2020, the FMCSA included livestock haulers in their initial emergency declaration that provided an exemption from the HOS regulation for commercial truckers hauling essential supplies, including livestock, and was subsequently expanded to cover the delivery of livestock feed. The FMCSA extended the waiver in August to November 30th, and in that extension, the agency also requested that livestock haulers who use the waiver to report that within 5 days at the end of each month on their FMCSA portal. Provision in the infrastructure bill recently signed into law expanded the miles that agricultural truckers can drive without hours of service restrictions. Drivers hauling livestock were already exempt from the hours of service rule for the first 150 air miles of their runs, but now they will also be exempt from the HOS rules for the final 150 air miles from their destination, providing additional flexibility to ensure that drivers can safely complete their deliveries while protecting other drivers and ensuring the welfare of the animals in their care. The FMCSA also reiterated that the hours of service waiver does not give motor carriers the right to compel fatigued drivers to operate, and any driver who informs a motor carrier that they need to rest is to be given 10 hours before they are required to return to duty. According to Beef Magazine, the ESI Group has been selected to design and construct a Greenfield beef processing facility in southwest Iowa. The 500,000 square foot Cattlemen's Heritage Beef Company harvesting plant located in northern Mills County will harvest 1,500 head per day and employ up to 750 people, with groundbreaking scheduled for spring of 2022. Chad Tettinger, lead developer for the newly found corporation headquartered in Des Moines, Iowa, said that they were drawn to the ESI Group because of their status as an industry leader with more than 3 decades of specialized experience in the design and construction of food distribution, processing, and automated facilities. Tettinger hopes to provide a market for cattle raised by smaller independent cattle producers and plans to open the plant in late 2023. According to the North Platte Telegraph, with no debate and a unanimous Community Redevelopment Authority vote, Sustainable Beef LLC's plan to build a meatpacking plant atop a retired city sewer lagoon has advanced to the final city council action next week. The 5-member CRA voted 5-0 Monday for a resolution calling on the city to sell the 80-acre site for $142,500 and grant $21.5 million in tax increment financing for site preparation and infrastructure costs. City council members who granted $1 million in forgivable planning loans from the city economic development funds in August will hold public hearing and final vote at the 5:30 p.m. council meeting on December 7th. A positive council vote would set up a final CRA meeting in early January to finalize a development contract with Sustainable Beef, but the deal's terms stipulate that the lagoon wouldn't change hands before the project organizers complete their $325 million financing package. CRA Chairman Mike Jacobson confirmed that if it is done by the January CRA meeting and Sustainable Beef presents a signed construction contract, that they would be in a position to have a land transfer and could begin work at that time. Sustainable Beef CEO David Briggs commented that organizers, including several Western Nebraska cattle growers, now have 23 signed contracts from a 200-mile radius to meet the plant's anticipated 1,500 head per day capacity. Until next time, I'm Sam Tenpenny, and this is your Fair Cattle Market Update.